Financial planner professionals from the Certified Financial Group, Denise Kovach and Rodney Owenby are here. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
How are you guys today?
Doing great. Did you ride that bike in today?
No, it's been so rainy in the afternoon recently, and when I'm not going to get out of here till about 1:30 today, and I got some errands to run.
And that's about when the rains are coming in, too.
Stuck.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So I was like, I'll skip it. Did you?
No, dang, I did not.
Why not?
Well, it's hot out there.
It is hot out there. That's just it. If it gets too hot, then I'm just sweating, and then I get cramps, and it's just not good.
That's not fun. But you've got a neck problem, too, so that would have...
Well, that's true, too. I was not in the mood to get on the motorcycle today, and every time I see Denise's Kovach is going to be here, I try to get on the motorcycle, and I just couldn't get there today. But
one day you're going to show me that bike, I know.
Yeah, I'll get here. I will make it a point the next time I get the email on Friday that Denise is going to be in the studio. I will make sure, whether or not rain or shine, I will get the bike here, and at the same time, I will email respond. I will forward it to you and say, bike day tomorrow. That'll be the plan.
And then I'll ride mine, too.
Exactly.
Yay.
All right. Well, what are we here to talk about on the radio, Denise?
You know what? We're here to answer your pocketbook questions, perhaps about your budget, your retirement plan. Do you have questions about annuities, 401ks, long-term care, real estate?
Social Security.
Oh, especially Social Security. What else, Rodney? What'd I miss? There's a lot more.
Investments. Mutual funds. Bonds,
all that good
stocks.
stuff. Bonds, yep, stocks. All that good stuff. If you have questions, just give us a call and let us answer. As Joe Burt always says, during the week, we charge a fee, and on Saturdays, we do this for free. So take advantage of it.
We're here to help.
And not only are we answering the questions on the radio today, we also have somebody back in the office. Say good morning to Chris.
Chris?
Chris, you there?
Chris, you there?
Well, we were hoping...
There we go. I got Chris now.
You got Chris?
There we go. We got him. Yep.
Good morning.
Hey, what are you
Chris.
doing in there?
Well, I am sitting by the phone hoping that there are some callers out there who may have questions that they do not want to broadcast to all Orlando, maybe a little more personal in nature, that they would like to call in and have those questions answered personally.
So for private consultations, what number do they call, Chris?
They call 407-869-9800, 869-9800.
Or 1-800-EXECUTE. That's a good one, too. Yep.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, to all our listeners out there, Chris Toadvine, one of our associates, is in the office. So if you don't want to be on the air and you want more of a private consultation, give him a call at 407-869-9800 or 1-800. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Simple enough. And, of course, if you want to call the show, it's 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. You can also text us your question to 21232. That is 21232. And what are some of the ways they can talk to you this morning there, Denise?
I'm sorry, Kyle?
What are some of the other ways we can talk to you? We got the Facebook Live going. We got the text machine. You can also go to Certified Financial Group's website and send you an email.
Yep.
What's the website to do that?
Website is financialgroup.com, and email is denise@financialgroup.com or rodney@financialgroup.com.
Perfect. All right. Topic of the day, money mistakes couples can avoid.
Of course. If you plan to live together before marrying, it's important to have a shared lease. And what I mean by that is if your significant other's name is the only one listed on that lease, you leave yourself open to being thrown out on the street at a moment's notice if you break up. And if you have a cohabitation agreement, make sure it clearly states the living arrangements that you both have agreed to, like, who pays for the rent, the utilities, and so on. And before you marry, don't remain in the dark about your partner's money history. How money was handled in the past will often influence your spending personalities. If your partner grew up in a household where money was tight, that could explain why he or she is a habitual saver, or just the opposite. If your partner had an idyllic childhood, spending money may not be a problem. So also find out about your partner's credit score, because you may be surprised by the costly impact that a low credit score has on your mortgage interest rate and other loans, if you can even qualify for them. So talk about how much money you earn, where it comes from, how it'll be saved and invested, and where it's spent each month. And, both individuals should participate in the managing of the household finances. Take turns each month managing the checking account and or having a regular check-in meeting so that you're both aware of what's going on in your financial world. Open a joint checking account and joint credit card for mutual expenses. You may want to maintain separate personal checking accounts and credit cards for occasional splurges, but establish boundaries on how much you each can spend on your own. You'll also want to save for your retirement before saving for your kids' college education. And the reason I say that is you're not going to get any grants or scholarships or federally guaranteed loans to support you in your old age, nor will you have the income or the time to catch up once you retire. If you do not participate in your employer's retirement plan, such as a 401k, you not only miss out on any employer match, but also lose the tax benefit opportunity for long-term growth, that these accounts offer. So the loss of even one income source, this is very important, can jeopardize a couple's ability to pay monthly bills and meet savings goals. So establish an emergency fund equal to 3 to 6 months of your personal expenses and buy perhaps a disability insurance policy that'll replace a portion of your income should an illness or accident prevent you from working. Kyle, these are just a few ideas, but I believe the most important one is to communicate effectively and not just once with your partner about your finances and make adjustments when necessary. Rodney?
That's so true. It's interesting. I was looking at this yesterday when we were talking about it.
Uh-huh.
And I've got clients, it's a couple, and they're engaged, so they're going to be married soon. But the husband comes from the background that you describe here, sort of, footloose and fancy free with the finances. And the wife is just the opposite. She comes from parents who are very disciplined and saving fiscally. And what you find when they talk to each other is that they complement one another. And if they discuss these issues, then it creates a really good start for their marriage.
There's no surprises if you communicate, because I tell you what, I've seen a lot of people or a lot of couples have issues because of financial concerns. It can wreak havoc
and
on
they
your
don't
marriage.
communicate about it, and they're starting off on a bad foot.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, it's never good.
no,
Right.
not at all. So,
Well, we have a couple of text questions in here, so let's get to those. But I want to give out the phone number, 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. The text machine is up and running as well at 21232. That is 21232. And of course, we have the Facebook Live video up and running as well. So if you head to facebook.com, click on Certified Financial Group in the search bar. You got the video there. Leave a comment, and we'll take a look at those, and we'll answer those throughout the night. But we have our first text question in here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 55 years old and looking to retire, but will not have health insurance. What options do I have? He wants to spend about $20K, or they want to spend about $20K a year. My Roth is at $150, 401K have $300.
well, not having health insurance is problematic because that could possibly, if something happened and you didn't have coverage, your Roth and your 401k could easily be wiped out. So if you have $20,000 to spend on health insurance, then explore your options online and definitely get something that's workable for you. Whether it's, definitely it covers. Oh goodness, big problems,
Right.
catastrophes is
Right.
the word.
A
I'm
high
thinking of.
deductible type plans.
Exactly. But yeah, that is, I think 20,000 is going to be.
That's
just
in the
fine.
range. I mean, we see 15 to 20,000 when people are faced with making these decisions
Correct.
about healthcare and retiring.
So that's until you're 65, that's 10 years of 20 grand. So that's $200,000 right there.
At $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
$20,000 a year.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to cost that much, depending on the policy, but it very well could, depending on the bells and whistles and
Yeah,
things.
prels and some things you want to plan for. If you know your father had or your mother had some type of an issue, there's no guarantee that you won't have that issue. So you should probably plan for some of that stuff. I heard that was a smart way to look at it.
Right.
And for
and-
paying for that, I don't know what his cash flow is. or will be when he retires, or she. But begin, if you don't have the funds, begin distributions from your Roth as long as you've had that Roth open for 5 years. Okay, so that's tax-free money. And, that'll pay for the health insurance. And then once that's depleted, if it is, then move on over to the 401k monies, because when you withdraw from a 401k, if you're not at least 59 and a half, well, that's the same with the Roth. Got to be 59 and a half.
Right.
So that's going to be problematic as well, because there's penalties involved there. So hopefully you've got the cash flow to handle that funding if you're retiring anytime soon.
But, we see people every week. We have these conversations with people who have done well from a savings standpoint, and they're looking to retire before they reach Medicare age. And one of the single biggest expenses is for healthcare. And bridging that gap between the age they retire, say 55 in this case, late 50s, early 60s, bridging that gap to Medicare age when they turn 65.
That's huge.
Right.
That's huge. It's, be prepared to spend at least $250,000 in retirement on medical expenses.
On healthcare.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should be starting to retire, save for that at any point in your life. Even if you're in your 20s or your 30s, just think about that's how much medical expenses are now. Wait till you get to retirement age. You can even imagine. So 844-220-0965 is the number to dial us up. Again, 844-220-0965, or you can send a text in just like that last texter did, 21232. That is 21232. We just asked to keep it about 160 characters because that is all we could see on the screen. We don't want your question to get cut off or miss some key information and give you the wrong information. If it looks like you need to have some follow-up questions, again, give us the phone call, 844-220-0965. Not only are we answering phones or your questions on the phone lines today, the Certified Financial Group offers another great service in the form of workshops. You can come by the Certified Financial Group office right there at 1111 Douglas Avenue and learn a lot about some key specific information. And what are the upcoming workshops?
Well, we've got one this month coming up on June 22nd. It's from 9 a.m. to 11. It's hosted by our associate, Gary Abley, and it's about healthcare options in retirement. And that's been a very, very popular workshop, hasn't it, Rodney?
Right. And it speaks to this question that we just got via text here.
Exactly. So if you have questions about healthcare, come on out. As we say, leave your checkbook at home. It's simply informational. And this one sometimes is SRO, standing room only.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
standing room only.
That's right.
Oh, exactly. And then, next month, Rodney, what's going on?
We've got Countdown to Retirement, and that's on July 20th. Also from 9 to 11, hosted by Gary Abley as well.
And that's in our boardroom or our workshop room at our offices at 1111 Douglas Avenue in Altamont Springs. And again, those workshops are from 9 to 11. And I think the next one's coming up in August. But what you can do is go to our website, financialgroup.com, and click on workshops/events and see what's going on and see if there's something coming up that you might have an interest in.
All right, just like that. Or if you want to call the show, it's 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. Right now, it's time to get the three big things you need to know. Welcome back. This is On the Money with the Certified Financial Group right here on News 96.5 WDBO. It is all a part of our Ask the Experts weekend. We are taking your phone calls at 844-220-0965. That is 844-220-0965. Alongside Rodney Owenby, we have Denise Kovach, Certified Financial Planner Professionals at the Certified Financial Group, ready, willing, and able to take your phone calls and your text questions. 21232. That is 21232. Each dash to keep it about 160 characters. That's all we can see on our screen. And not only if you can call, if you don't want to call the show, or you don't want to text the show, or you don't want to message the show in any way, well, there is somebody in the office right now willing to take your phone calls. Ain't that right, Denise?
Well, yeah, Chris is in the office. I think everybody's calling him instead of us. We're lonely in here. Call us, 844-220-0965. And yeah, you still can call Chris in the office at 407-869-9800 or 1-800-EXECUTE. You know, Kyle, I want to kind of go back to that text that we received.
Sure.
About the gentleman or woman wanting to retire, 55 years old, and paying for health insurance. I would just want to be more specific about the withdrawals from the Roth IRA and then the 401k. This person is 55 years old, obviously can withdraw contributions from the Roth IRA at any time, no tax, no anything. However, before age 59 and a half, there's going to be ordinary income taxes and perhaps penalties that would be paid on the earnings. Now, with regard to the 401k, there is a way that he or she can withdraw from it, okay, at age 55. So as long as that 401k is in place, they can withdraw from that. They'll have to pay ordinary income taxes, but no penalties. So that's an option too. And I just wanted to kind of put that out there and be a little bit more specific.
To clarify that 55 is that age for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I've got another story. I was meeting with some clients this week, and we were talking about their adventure into Europe and so forth. They did a cruise over in the Mediterranean, and one of the things they said to me was, I am so glad that we had travel insurance. And I'm like, okay, what happened? Well, the wife fell and busted her shoulder. And basically, they had to go to the hospital and turn around and fly back to America. Well, how much do you think a cruise in the Mediterranean for two costs? Quite a bit.
20,000? 15?
Something like that.
A lot.
Okay, so they didn't get to enjoy all of that. So they came back to the States and they checked in with their travel insurance company, and you know what? Most of it was paid for. So I just want to say that when you do book these types of things, get travel insurance.
Travel insurance is key.
Yep.
That's what I hear. There's a lot of mixed feelings about it. I don't know whether do I need it, do I not need it,
Yep.
But I guess you could also say where you're going to. Maybe we'll talk about that on the other side. Hang on right there. 844-220-0965. The number to dial us up. Again, 844-220-0965. Or you can text us your question to 21232. That is 21232. Right now, it's time for the latest news, weather, and traffic with Dave Wall in the News 96.5 Newsroom. Right here on WDBO.
If you don't want.
Well, welcome back. This is On the Money with the Certified Financial Group right here on News 96.5 WDBO. It's all part of our Ask the Experts weekend. We are taking your phone calls with Denise Kovach and Rodney Owenby, certified planner professionals at the Certified Financial Group here all the way up until 10 o'clock, helping you get to that retirement finish line. Again, the number to dial us up, 844-220-0965. Text machine is up and running as well, 21232. We just ask you to keep that to about 160 characters because that's all we can see on our screen. Again, 21232. Denise, in case anybody may have joined us during the latest news, weather, and traffic, just restage who, what, and how they can call you.
Well, they can call us at 844-220-0965.
And what can they call you about?
They can call us about anything regarding their pocketbook concerns. Is that a budget question, retirement plan, whether it's a 403B, a 401k, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, real estate, travel insurance. I see that Chip's on the line, and he has a question about travel insurance.
Yes, Chip is on the line. Again, 844-220-0965. Chip, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, thank you. Can you, when you take an expensive trip like that, Mediterranean cruise, she said you had travel insurance. Is that a separate policy from health travel insurance? Is that two separate policies, or is it all kind of rolled into one?
Well,
because you got to protect.
Well, absolutely. Travel insurance can cover a medical emergency. Emergency medical coverage can reimburse you for the costs associated with medical treatment for an illness or injury during your trip. So this can include, coverage for physician services, ambulance services, and so forth. So, yeah, it's really important to have this. In fact, Chip, this couple that I spoke with this week and I just talked about, last year I had a client that told me about the same thing. She and her significant other were in Germany, and her significant That's easy for me to say.
Significant other.
Thank you, Rodney. Basically, was cut and got some kind of an infection, which was very, very serious, and ended up in the hospital over there for a week. So, needless to say, when the cruise liner told them to get off and go, they're not waiting around for him to heal. They're gone. So that they lost that cruise as well. So, if things like this happen, and we never know when it's going to happen, but it's better to be safe than sorry and have something if you need it. What do you feel, Rodney?
I agree. I mean, I've heard stories about where people, they sort of did it at the last minute and ended up needing it, and it was a huge, huge benefit.
Oh, yeah, because, you spend money to go over there and, you need to protect yourself. So hopefully that answered your question. We have a text here from someone who is a Florida employee, and he's wondering which retirement option is better, the FRS pension or the investment plan. And I really wish I could answer that for you, but it really has a lot to do with your overall financial situation. So what I would recommend is maybe call our office and, schedule a time to come in and meet with us. So, our initial consultations are at no charge. Let us kind of wrap our arms around your situation, your financial situation, and we can give you some guidance in that regard, because that's just an open-ended question that I really, really can't answer. And then we have another text here.
Well, let's give out the phone number real quick. 844-220-0965 if you want Chip's line. Again, 844-220-0965 line. Or you can text us 21232. Or you're going to the plan from Michigan. We had a financial plan in Michigan, and now we live here permanently. Should we find an independent insurance agent to find a good plan? We are in Medicare and have. And that's why we asked you to keep it to 160 characters, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing beyond that. But we got enough there?
Well, that would be a Gary Abley question. So call us at the office, 407-869-9800, or, text Gary at financialgroup.com. He'd be able to really slam dunk that, and you can give him more detail because the words are cut off there.
But just to clarify, that F plan is it's a Medigap supplement to Medicare, and it's premium coverage. So it's first dollar coverage for out-of-pocket expenses. And to Denise's point, Gary is our in-house expert, but we also have an agent. They reference contacting an independent agent. We have that contact as well if they want to contact the office, and
Absolutely.
we can give them that.
And the number is 407-869-9800, which is also the number that you can call right now and talk to Chris Toadvide and get a private consultation with him.
All right. Harry in Longwood is dialed here, is on the radio. Harry's got a question for you. Harry, go ahead.
Good morning.
Harry.
Good morning. I was wondering, you had mentioned about 59 and a half and being able to pull out IRA or Roth or regular IRA, traditional IRA monies after 59 and a half was my question. And also I had a question on medical expenses.
So I guess regarding withdrawals from your traditional IRA, you must be age 59 and a half in order to pull it out or take a distribution without
penalty.
Exactly. And that penalty could be quite a bit. It's 10%. So that's the rule. And basically we were talking before about a 401k that if you retire at age 55 or later, that you can access those funds without a penalty. Does that answer your question, Harry?
That's part of it. Is it also treated as income though when you pull it out?
It is.
And it's taxed at your ordinary income rate.
Correct.
Okay. What about medical bills? If you pull it out to pay medical bills, is it still taxed?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Okay. That was my question.
All right. Well, Harry, thank you for calling in.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate all you do.
Thanks so much. If you want Harry's line, it's 844-220-0965, 844-220-0965. Rodney, were you going to say something? No?
Let me do a little research here. There were medical exceptions for hardship.
That's through, yeah.
So, yeah.
I know that's through a 401k. I'm not really sure through an IRA.
Gotcha. Okay. I got a text question in here at 21232. Who in the office has the most estate planning experience?
Knowing that we all can't be
Experts in all areas.
And that's a good point. We're not, but I think all of us have enough estate planning experience to have a general conversation with someone. And if it gets deeper and we need more legal advice, we would definitely refer out to somebody who is an estate planning attorney.
So it's a good enough start. Anybody could give some consultation over the phone, and then as we get into the specifics of the story, that's when we can bring the lawyers in.
You got it.
All right, simple enough. Another text in at 21232. Mother and son live together. Neither have any financial know-how. Do you have any tips?
Call 407-869-9800.
Where do we begin?
Exactly. And have a conversation with one of the planners who can direct you in that regard.
Where do you begin? Where would you begin if somebody just comes to you and says, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm in debt, but I want to save for retirement, and I've got this, and I've got that, and I've got this. You know, where do you begin with somebody who's just so erratic that I just need any type of help? What's the first step?
If they got debt, we got to talk about a budget. We got to get that debt under control and how to pay it off. And then we got to figure out, once that's paid off, where are we going to put the discretionary income in a 401k and so forth. Are you married? Do you have children? Do you have life insurance because of that? You know, there's all kinds of variables here that we talk about, whether it's investing, whether it's saving for retirement, whether it's budgeting, whether do you have, life insurance that you need and so forth. So we just kind of wrap our arms around your situation and kind of guide you. And that's half the fun of doing what we do, is helping people. And now we have another text here, pros and cons of I guess it's waiting to take Social Security. It says
eating.
That's not the deal here. So pros and cons of waiting. Well, age 62 is the age that you can start taking Social Security. And basically, you're going to take a 25% cut in your benefit if you do that. So the pro of waiting to take Social Security until at least full retirement age is that you get a bigger benefit for the rest of your life. And then even if you wait till age 70, then you're getting 8% per year on your benefit added on to boot. And that's for the rest of your life. So basically, that's the pro. Now, the cons of waiting to take Social Security is you might die tomorrow and you never collected your benefits.
Mm-hmm.
But another pro of taking Social Security later is, basically most men have a bigger benefit than women. I should say that. And I can tell you that my male clients are very, very protective of their wives. And if they wait to age 70 to take their benefit, what they have done for their wife, because we outlive you guys.
Right.
We do, typically.
Mm-hmm.
And what he has done for his wife is created a bigger survivor benefit. So upon his death, the wife will step into that. So that's another pro of waiting. The only con I can think is if you die tomorrow, and the con of waiting is if you're still working and you're taking an early benefit, you're going to have to pay back some money if you make too much money. So for every $2 over the benefit, what is it, 17,000 and something. If you make more than 17,000, for every $2 over that, you're going to be paying back $1 in benefits. So does it really make sense? And again, talk to somebody who can run the numbers for you. What do you think about that?
That's a lot of pros and cons. It seems like there's definitely more pros than there are cons.
I want to know where all our callers are.
Well, it's a nice day out, and it's just one of those things where, they're not thinking. They're thinking about summer vacation. This is spending time. It's not saving time. Mm-hmm. See, at the end of the summer, when they spend too much money, they're going to call us up, going, I kind of spent too much money, and now I need to get back on track. What's the best way to do that? But, we've got to give out the phone number. It's 844-220-0965. That's 844-220-0965. But we are getting a lot of text questions in, so you can continue to do that. 21232. That is 21232. We'll take a quick pause, get the 3 big things you need to know. We will continue to play tomorrow.
Today.
Right here on News 96.5 WDBO.
Now,
The final segment of On the Money with a certified financial group right here on News 96.5 WDBO. Your last chance to get your question answered by Denise Kovach or Rodney O&B. Again, 844-220-0965. We are 7 minutes away from the latest news, weather, and traffic, so let's get back to our busy phone lines here. Talk to Mike in Orlando. Mike, go ahead. You're on with the panel.
Good morning.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, good morning. Thank you. So the question is, I don't know if you saw, but I don't know if it got passed, but there was a bill through Congress to raise the minimum distribution age of 70.5 to 72 to start taking your money out of like your retirement funds and stuff. I don't know if it got passed. It was supposed to be signed by President Trump when he got back from Europe. So if it did get passed, I want to know what your thoughts are on it. But I'm also wondering, do you think this might be leading down to where they keep talking about raising the Social Security age again from what it is now at 67 to go higher along with that option of the other age limit increase?
Well, Mike, that hasn't been passed yet. And as far as Social Security being raised to age 70, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because under the current circumstances, the trust fund is due to be deleted by about 2034. Okay. And what that means is not that we're not going to get our benefits, because there's still going to be workers paying into the FICA system. But we may very well get a pay cut in addition to the higher age that you were just talking about. So a pay cut of anywhere between 25 and 25%. So we don't know. I mean, that's in the future. But I advise my clients to, basically we don't want to rely on Social Security benefits because they may be reduced at the end of the day.
Do you know what the age bracket range was when they went from 65 to 67? Because that's all now is for maybe 67. Do you know what the age was like 10 years? That now you'd be going to 67 versus being at 65. Do you remember what their range was for that when they did that?
I'm not sure I understand your question, Mike.
So Social Security used to be you retire at 65, you get full Social Security.
Right.
And if you want to go higher, you go higher. Now they went to 67. That's for what bracket I'm in.
Correct.
So
and you and me both. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you remember when they did that and how far back you were before it affected you? If there was like a time frame on that?
Mike, Rodney?
It was phased in, I want to say from late 50s, like if you're born in 1959. So it extended your retirement age out to 66. And then, over time, like if you were born in 1960, for example, it went to 66 in 4 months.
Actually,
and so on.
I was born in 61 and I'm 67. It's
Yours is
67 for me.
So it's late 50s.
Yeah. I'd have to look at my cheat sheet on that one, Mike.
Okay, like I said, I just wondered. I know they keep talking about it, but anyway, yeah, I saw that. But the bill gets passed, I know it'll help people that want to take their money later, of course, by helping them do that, which is nice, I guess, for the private, funds you have. But anyway, I appreciate all your help. Thanks
and that's one more point, Mike. That to your other question, it gives you 2 additional years if that does pass of tax deferred growth in your retirement account. Yeah. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, thanks so much for the phone call. Let's go to Andrea in Winter Garden. Andrea, you're on with the Certified Financial Group.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
My question is, I'm 60, and I have a Roth IRA on my own, and I also have a 401k. And my question is, can I, if I max out my IRA, $6,500 a year, whatever, can I also contribute to my 401k?
It's $7,000. Okay, it's actually $6,000 for those under 50 and under, or actually under 50, and then an additional $1,000 to the Roth. Okay, and you say you contribute to the 401k. It depends on how much money you make. That if you make too much money, then it's going to be phased out. And I have to look at my cheat sheet to find the.
Are you married filing jointly or single?
No, I'm single.
Okay. Yeah, there are certain, if you make too much money, Andrea, then it's going to be phased out as far as the amount you can contribute to your Roth IRA. Does that make sense?
So a year overall, you can only contribute to retirement overall, just like the 6,700 right now. That's it.
Well, it's $7,000 unless you make too much money. Okay, so if you're contributing to your 401k, hopefully you're maxing that out because you can contribute $25,000 to it. Okay, so I would do that and take advantage of current tax laws and get that pre-tax contribution, and then worry about a Roth IRA.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Have a great Saturday.
All right, let's see if we could squeeze in Jason in Claremont. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, how we doing?
Good.
I think it's a quick question. Say you're taking your Social Security and you're still working. You touched on that just earlier about a deduction in regards to the amount of income that you earn. Is that W-2 income, or does that include all taxable, like passive income, say you own percentages of a company, or investment income? How is that calculated, the reduction in the amount of Social Security that you get?
It's calculated on provisional income, which means you take the half of your Social Security benefits plus any tax-free investment money that you have. And I think there's a third component to it that I can't quite remember. But it's based off of your provisional income. So you can query that online and get the exact meaning on that.
So the only thing that wouldn't affect it would be like if you own tax-free municipal bonds and you got interest off of that, but all your taxable income is what you were saying is the provisional income?
Yeah, half of your AGI, adjusted gross income, plus muni income.
Denise, give Jason the number in case he has any more follow-up questions. We are running out of time.
Jason, it's 407-869-9800. If you have any more questions, give me a call or Rodney, and we'll be happy to further talk about it.
We have been planning tomorrow.
Today.
The Certified Financial Group right here on News 96.5 WDBO. We see you right here back Saturday, 9 a.m.
This is News 96.
Information presented on this program is believed to be factual and up to date, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, and it should not be regarded as a complete analysis of the subjects discussed. Discussions and answers to questions do not involve the rendering of personalized investment advice, but is limited to the dissemination of general information. A professional advisor should be consulted before implementing any of the options presented. Certified Advisory Corp is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC and only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Information